Hello, everybody. My name is Sir Raphael, and I'm here to teach you environmental studies. Now, everybody, take out your Wonder World Environmental Studies Book 3 and turn with me to page 18. Lesson number 3, the Green Earth. Is everybody ready? Now, we are going to learn about the different plants in the world you see around you. Have you ever seen plants? Of course, you've seen plants. Look around you. They're planted everywhere, right? So, we are going to learn more about these plants. Now, let us all start reading. 1, 2, 3. The earth looks green because there are many plants growing all over it. Take a look at the plants that grow around your home. Sid and Asha decided to play a game to know about the kinds of leaves that grew around the house. They decided to go for a nature walk and collect some leaves from the neighborhood park. They tried to collect only the fallen leaves. Surprisingly, they found some leaves in Mom's kitchen. Can you identify the leaves they collected? Write in the blanks provided. Now, look at the leaves below. Some of them you may be able to identify, some of them you may not. Try to see if you can identify all of them. It's not compulsory that you have to find out all, but you can ask mommy and daddy to help you out. All right? Now, there are different types of plants. Let us learn about them. Types of plants. There are different kinds of plants around us. Big plants are called trees. They have thick, hard, woody stems called trunks. They have branches and deep roots. The trunks are covered with a thick skin called the bark. Now, has anybody seen a tree? If you've seen a tree, you will see that it has a trunk which is brown, which is really hard, and then they have branches and deep roots that go under the ground, right? And the trunks are covered in a thick skin called the bark. Yes, the bark is very thick and it's very hard, right? Moving on to page 19. Write the names of 2 trees growing around your house here, right? If you have any trees growing around your house, you can write them down. If you don't have any trees growing around your house, just write the names of any 2 trees that you know. All right? Okay, very good. Now, after trees come herbs. Let us read. Herbs are small plants with soft green stems and leaves. Mint and coriander are herbs. Do you know what mint is? Do you know what coriander is? Yes, you may have eaten them sometime. Or maybe mommy uses it in her cooking, right? Those are called herbs. Herbs are small and they have soft green plants and leaves, right? They're not trees. Trees are bigger and they have barks and they have trunks. They have bark, they have trunks, they have roots, they have branches, and they're much bigger. And herbs are smaller. The next are shrubs. Shrubs are medium sized plants with thin brown stems. They have many branches and are bushy. Jasmine and hibiscus are shrubs. What are 2 examples of shrubs? Jasmine and hibiscus. And shrubs are somewhere in between herbs and trees, right? They're medium-sized plants, right, with brown stems. Now, climbers such as grape and money plant have weak stems. They need some support, such as a wall or another tree to grow. Now, have you ever seen a climber? You will see climbers growing on walls. Yes, old walls where these plants start growing all over the walls, they are called climbers, right? The money plant and grapes are some examples of climbers, right? They all need support, such as another wall or another tree to grow. Plants such as pumpkin and sweet potato creep along the ground. These are also creepers, as their stems rest on the ground, right? So sweet potatoes and also pumpkins are also creepers, right? Now moving on, plants and climate. Let us read. Plants grow in all places where that have sunlight, air, and water. So, sunlight, air, and water are very important for plants to grow. If plants do not receive sunlight, air, or water, they cannot grow, right? Now, continuing, they grow in the mountains and in hot deserts as well. These plants have special features that help them to survive the harsh climatic conditions of their surroundings. In hot and wet places that receive a lot of rainfall, plants are thick and green. Such places are called rainforests. The leaves of these forests often have drip trips so that water can run off them easily. Right? Now, have you ever seen a rainforest on television or maybe on YouTube? Go to YouTube. You ask mommy and daddy to help you and check out rainforests. Rainforests are places where it's full of trees, right? It's trees for miles and miles, right? They receive a lot of rainfall, and their plants are thick and green, right? In hot and sunny areas, palms and evergreen trees like the mango grow. In hot deserts, thorny plants like cacti grow. Plants lose water through tiny pores on the leaves, so the desert plants have needle like leaves that prevent the loss of water. Now, in hot deserts, have you ever seen a cactus? Right? Do you know what a cactus is? Yes, you can look on Google. You can search on Google. Ask mommy and daddy to help you out. Right? So these hot deserts, thorny plants like cactus grow, and they have spines or needle-like leaves that prevent the loss of water. That's so cool, isn't it, when you think about it? Now, moving on the mountains where there is heavy snowfall, right? On the mountains where there is heavy snowfall, trees like pine and deodar grow. Their needle like leaves slope downwards so that the snow cannot stay on the branches. Apple, cherries, walnuts, and almonds are some of the trees that grow in cooler climates, right? Apples, cherries, walnuts, and almonds. So their leaves, their needle-like leaves slope downwards, right? So the rainwater, either the rainwater or the snow does not stay on the leaves, on the branches. Right? Moving on. Plants are our friends. Yes, plants are very useful. Plants are very useful. Either we eat them or we derive oxygen from them, from the air we breathe. Plants are very important. Now let us start reading. We get many useful things from plants. Plants give out oxygen that we breathe. We get vegetables and fruits from different parts of plants. We eat roots like carrot and beetroot, stems like ginger and potato, and leaves like spinach and cabbage. Tea is made from the leaves picked out from the tea bush. We eat fruits like apple, banana, and orange. Some fruits like tomato and brinjal are also eaten as vegetables. Seeds such as wheat, maize, and rice are eaten as grains. Seeds of plants like mustard, groundnut, and almond are crushed to get oil. Berries are crushed to make coffee and chocolate. We get cotton and jute for clothes and bags from the plants. Things of daily use like books, pencils, napkins, musical instruments, sports goods, newspapers, and medicines are made from the parts of the plants. Look at all of these different uses. You can eat them. You can eat the fruits that grow from the plants. You can also eat the seeds like wheat, maize, and rice. Yes, we eat rice every day. How many of you eat rice? Right? We eat the seeds of the plants like groundnut and almond. You can crush You can crush them to get oil as well. You can crush berries like the coffee, to get coffee and chocolate as well, right? From the cocoa plant. Yes, so many things uh, plants plants can do for us and help us in our daily life. Let us continue reading. Plants provide shade and keep air fresh. They also help in bringing rain. Their roots hold the soil. Plants give shelter to birds and animals. Animals eat fruits and leaves. And insects suck nectar from the flowers. Yes, plants also provide shade and they keep the air very fresh. You know, if you keep plants in the house, it keeps the room temperature fairly pleasant, fairly low. It prevents the room from getting too hot and it circulates oxygen as well. So you can breathe easier and better. Right? So remember to keep plants in the house if you can. Now, that will be all for the lesson today. And for homework, I would like you to do exercise A on page number 25. All right? Thank you for joining me in this lesson, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.